Now I'm finally back. And of course, I'm having a great Memorial Day weekend. I could say I'm thankful for all the U.S. military, past and present, for your service and doing the job that other cowards are afraid to do. And getting the job done each and every single time for America's freedoms. And of course, for us to have this type of holiday to celebrate you each and every time frame it comes around, because we know how important it is to remember those who have fallen and those who have gotten back up and kept doing what they had to do to win a battle, win a war, do what they had to do for love of country. Now, let's talk about the cowards. Now, this is one of the time frames where it gets interesting for me, because I said, hold on, they canceled the fireworks, but it ended up being some fireworks. So Jennifer Francis ends up tagging me to a post, and oh my God, I guess I'm getting fireworks this weekend. I find out Ralph Northam is here in Virginia Beach, in my city. He's wearing a nice little shirt, polo, it looks like, some blue jeans, no face mask, not doing any social distancing. He's in large crowds of more than 10. And he basically doing the same old bullshit. Now, I tried to figure this out. How dumb can you be? And I said, no aid gave you a call to say, hey, Northam, put on a mask. And then your aides gave a call, you need to tell people to stay 6 feet away. No phone call from anybody. Justin Fairfax, Herring, Coy, all the rest of the flunkies that's running for governor. None of them got on the phone and said, what you're doing is getting ready to screw us all over, because right now we need that mask requirement to get more money out of the federal government and to raise taxes on the people that we plan to screw over. So he makes himself a nice trip down here to Virginia Beach, doesn't listen to the doctor's advice, because he always claims, I'm the only doctor in the United States that's a governor. That's his platform. That's what he says he is. That's the leadership he says he carries on throughout this pandemic. He says this is the reason why I'm an expert. I said to myself, after I saw that tag, after Jennifer Francis let me know what was going on, I had no clue about this. I'm shocked that nobody from my campaign told me the governor was in Virginia Beach. But I'm not disappointed about that, because Ralph, he's a slick one. You guys sometimes catch him whenever you can. Because when somebody's trying to do Virginia dirty, and it's a rat, sometimes they stay in the hole and they just come out whenever they think that nobody's paying attention. And that's what happened to Rockin' Ralph. And then he saw the cameras. He had to get his makeup on. He had to make sure he had a nice haircut. He had to make sure he was profiling with the sunglasses out there on the beach, at the boardwalk. The same beach he said was going to be closed down. It opened up, surprisingly for him, just like it opened up for Mateo, North Carolina, when he was out there doing his 65 frequent beach trips and stopped short of what he was doing at the beach after his stay-at-home order. Are y'all getting this, people? Then I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with Joe Biden. Ain't black communists. You support Trump. I'm dealing with a whole bunch of fireworks. And I said to myself, what am I going to do about this? How am I going to respond? Then I see the Republican Party say exactly, we don't have a recall situation. We need to run on this recall situation of Governor Northam or whatever. Fuck that. I'm sorry. If you got 18 and under, get them out the room, because everybody's pissed off at this time frame. I don't know a Republican right now who ain't calling bullshit right about now. That's the way it is. And you know, Northam was so quick to say, I don't apologize for my beach trips. So I expect him not to apologize for this one, but I don't expect to be apologizing for how I respond to him. Now, if he's still at the beach this afternoon, I plan on making the trip up to Virginia Beach, the ocean front, so I can see this son of a bitch face to face. I don't like to go ahead and sneak behind the back. I want to see him without the face mask, see him without doing the social distancing, so I could call that son of a bitch out. And I'm going to make sure I wear this shirt right here so he knows exactly who it is. Now, I'm just real pissed off this weekend, so give me a little bit of time to figure this whole thing out and what the hell is going on right now. We're locked down here in Virginia. He's locked down every single place in Virginia, trying to pick and choose which place becomes open, but he's able to go ahead and say, I'm a doctor, I'm an expert, but Virginia Beach, I should be able to go out there and enjoy myself with everybody else, but I claim that we have a serious pandemic. I got an F in being ready for this pandemic nationally. He's supposed to be a rock star right now. Right now, he's rocking Ralph. Right now, he's alcohol drinking, partying, having fun, and he's saying he's serious and working 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, on trying to figure out how we are going to flatten the curve, how are we going to get Virginia's economy running. And the only thing it looks like this son of a bitch is doing is being on vacation and not realizing, like Joe Biden, maybe he forgot, maybe they got diagnosed with the same type of bullshit or the same type of dementia, that forgot that he set the rules and he ain't following them. But what he's going to probably say, and while I saw that bullshit, if you read the article that came out, and it's kind of funny that he didn't say none of that crap to excuse his behavior in Virginia Beach at any of his press conferences. He said, no, his office tried to excuse his behavior in Virginia Beach, saying the face mask is only for people who are supposed to be inside. For real? That's okay. So that's why you don't have a face mask on. So that's his excuse at the press conference when he's around any and everybody who can have this coronavirus. And Ralphie, make sure you get checked out for the coronavirus, because I don't feel too comfortable getting within 6 feet of you right now. Now, at the same time period, the reporters in that room are wearing face masks. He's not wearing face masks. So obviously it ain't that important. He says, as long as I'm inside, I don't have to wear a face mask. It's not required. And as long as I'm not expecting to be around people within 6 feet. Now, we saw the pictures, people. What is 6 feet about that crap? Does he know the people in those pictures? No, he doesn't care to really know them. It was photo ops. But he was damn sure within 6 feet of some ladies, some strangers, anybody, everybody, whatever it took to get himself a nice little photo op. And nobody told this son of a bitch that you have told everybody in Virginia to wear a mask, stay 6 feet away. You're the doctor, and you telling me, Merle Rutledge, everybody else in Virginia, to not have a common sense to know that what you're doing is the prime example of hypocrisy. People are starving. People are wondering if they're going to have a job after this pandemic. People are wondering what they're going to do day to day. And you're trying to tell me that it's cool for you, but everybody in Virginia, the millions and millions and millions that you have governed, you have shut down, you have taken out of work, you have told to do your bidding over and over again. One thing about me, I haven't followed none of your damn rules. I can tell you that one. And I made sure I got tested because I saw you around all them flunkies, and I wanted to make sure I didn't have COVID before I met your punk ass. There's no way to say this nicely, people. See, that's the problem with Republicans. And yesterday, I opened up the Republican Wolf Pack of Virginia. And it's not a pack about donating money. Nah. I said I need some wolves to deal with liberal sheep. And I'm trying to find the best ones that is smart enough and have the common sense not to do dumb shit like that, like what the governor did. Now, what I was suspecting was some leadership out of the Democratic Party to call the governor out. Obviously, that didn't happen. Because guess why? They ain't calling the governor out. Because they doing exactly the same thing the governor's doing. I guarantee you, if we see Justin Fairfax, we see Mark Herring, we see the rest of the politicians running for governor, they ain't wearing a face mask. They ain't doing social distancing. They are just being creative. They are coming out with creative excuses. Now they are saying when you're outside, you don't need a face mask. When you're outside, and as long as you ain't expecting to be around 10 or fewer, or expecting to be around within 6 feet. So I can predict the future. When I go to the grocery store, so you're saying if I don't expect to be around people within 6 feet, I'm okay. That's the doctor talking. Now, Fauci, the other doctor, is now saying, and now this is where it gets a little sneaky, people. Pay attention to politics. Pay attention to it. Now, Fauci and the other doctors are now saying that the economy can't stay closed. Now, coronavirus is not worthy of keeping the economy closed, even though they were selling that garbage. Now, this doctor is not wearing masks or doing social distancing. Dr. Fauci isn't wearing masks or doing realistically social distancing. I'm starting to see the bullshit. Then I'm seeing Fauci around a bunch of big-time Democrats in pictures. Looking like best friends. Looking very chummy. Friendly. Cordial. You know they know each other from these pictures. Then I look at Ralph Northam with all the people he's around. And then I started saying to myself, it's a lot of damn liberals running the show, calling the shots. And I said to myself, if this is happening, now we're seeing where the New World Order is coming in. Now we're seeing where socialism is coming in. And then all of a sudden, I get another email, and I want people to pay attention to this one too. You're not supposed to be carrying a firearm if you're wearing a mask. I said, you know what, Tim Anderson? One of the time frames I really don't care for you that much, but I can say this time frame, you hit it on the money. I said, there's more to this crap. So basically, they're trying to sneak in, taking our firearms again, people. Taking our guns, our right to defend ourselves, while releasing these damn criminals and going on vacations and doing whatever the hell they want because they're politicians. Politicians. Not patriots. So now they're going after our guns and doing it in a sneaky, sneaky fashion. Now they are trying to tell us in Virginia that we are in control. I'm the tyrant. If I say open one day, you open. If I say close, you close. Now I gotta say this, people. Aren't you fed up? Aren't you tired of this crap? Businesses, aren't you fed up, tired of this crap? In New York, over 100,000 small businesses are permanently closed. Virginia, look at how many small businesses and businesses in general are now going to be permanently closed. Look at the businesses that are still staying open. Most of them businesses are ran by Democrats or high donors to them. Walmart. Look at the certain places that you have to go to because the other small businesses that you normally would shop at is no longer open or can't open. And by the time frame they reopen, they have basically put the mindset in This is the new normal, new way of life for Americans all across this country. If they ain't taking this serious, them politicians in Richmond, them politicians in D.C., why are you stuck taking this serious? I said this a long time ago. We have to start not complying anymore. We got to start doing the risk, start taking the sacrifice, start taking the hits, and sending the message out there to the governor. Because right now, he doesn't have no standing at all to keep Virginia closed. None whatsoever. But at this time period, to see him mock, to see him joke, be flamboyant and arrogant, while people are trying to figure out where their next paycheck is going to come from and what they're going to do after the economy opens up that he has destroyed. Do you think it's right to be at Virginia Beach without a mask, no social distancing, knowing that you closed down a lot of those businesses in that area and people are out of work, but you're up there doing photo shoots at the oceanfront after you are unapologetic about your trips to North Carolina and still using executive privilege to hide what you've been doing after the fact? Aren't y'all sick of these politicians? Seriously, they don't have a clue of what's going on in your household and what's going on throughout your day on how to fucking make it. But they're definitely coming back to you each and every single press conference talking about we need this new restriction, we need that new restriction. And I said exactly, my inside sources have been right about this. They are going to keep tightening the belt until they milk America dry for illegals and the fixed budgets that they themselves cause. Plain and simple. We're going broke. Each and every day this lockdown happens. And Democrats are saying right now, we are going to keep things shut down. This is our strategy. We want a $1 trillion spending package. They are forcing and blackmailing Virginia, blackmailing America, holding America hostage for their spending bills, which has caused us to go rapidly into the sewer as far as America. Because right now, that's what we are. We are hostages to these tyrants. And what they're going to do is get worse and worse over time. So this is what I would say for any ordinary person, any person that's not a politician, a person who pays attention to the issues and pay attention to the facts. I have called this one out 100% of the time that whatever the Democrats are doing is basically putting hell on earth for us and not practicing what they preach. So there's one thing that y'all can do. Y'all can call up all these little politicians and say, oh, I can't stand the governor. I can't stand this. Nah. When November happens, when it's time to vote, you send a clear message that's going to change Virginia and send a message throughout this world that we, the people, are the reason why government exists. Government is not the reason why it exists without the people. And realistically, like I said, it's going to take a nation to open up a nation. I want everybody defying each and every single order that the governor makes. Because if he can't take it serious, if the liberal governors can't take this serious, why are we as Americans supposed to take it serious whenever they give out an unconstitutional order? I would love today, and I hope I get arrested. I've been hoping for this day because of all the crap I talk, just to have standing to go up against that son of a bitch for violating his order. But the fact is, I need for people to understand this is about the politicians. It ain't about the people. If this was about the people right now would not be locked down right now. going through what they're going through without a plan from solid leadership, not complacency by governors who think that their procrastination or their due diligence is not worthy of examination. And that's what it boils down to. You got the facts, you got the evidence, you got the pictures, you got whatever you need to do. It's time for you to really decide on voting for whether you want another politician, because all of them in this race right now are politicians. The only one who's not a politician is Merle Rutledge. But I'd be damned. And I told people off the break, we would never, ever, ever, ever be locked down in Virginia if I was governor. Never. Not for this type of crap. And you damn sure ain't going to see me telling you to do something that I damn sure ain't practicing what I preach. So this is Merle Rutledge, the real 2021 anti-politician running for governor of Virginia, and I'm unapologetic by everything I said about that dumb son of a bitch Governor Northam. And I hope I get a chance to see him today. But I doubt it. I guarantee it. He's already back in Richmond trying to put on his next act, his next sequel. But realistically, whenever he comes out with that mask thing to show a picture of that son of a bitch at the beach, that's enough to go ahead and set the story straight to the rest of the Virginia people who don't know about this and the rest of America, that America is getting played.